Before we get into this video, I noticed that a lot of you who watch our video are not subscribed. So please kindly go and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and turn on your notification just so that you know the next time we drop another video for you. So today's topic is relationship red flags.
Whoa!
5 relationship red flags you should never ignore. And the last one might surprise you. Number 1, repeat boundary violations, or consistently repeating a behavior you've asked them not to do on numerous occasions.
I think that's a serious violation. Imagine you've been telling someone, I don't like this, and they constantly keep repeating that shit. No, we're not looking at this from a female perspective. No,
that's for everybody.
This is for everybody.
Yes, for everybody.
Like, you have no respect for my boundaries.
What about if the person you fall for is not doing it intentionally and they probably have some form of learning disability? Somebody might have some form of disability. What's all those things they say? ADD, something.
ADHD.
Might lead them to probably be doing some things that you feel like is very a big violation for you. But for that person, stop now. That person is naturally them. They just be mumu. What do you say to that?
Yeah, then you have to accept that that's someone with a learning disability that doesn't understand your boundaries. Like, why you go carry dunk bar? Why you go and carry?
But that's what you fall in love. You know, love is hard. Love no get choice.
Well, you can't choose who you fall in love with.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I can always say I'm not into that falling in love business, man. Imagine someone you've told to stop flirting with your friends, and every time your friend comes around, she's in batty shots.
Coming around, bending over, asking your friend, "Do you want more?" Hey.
Number 2, during arguments, they repeatedly threaten to end the relationship.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, you see that one? I told you you're a walking red flag. You're red blanket, bro. You're red bed sheet, fam. You're such a pussy. What you say? Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Oh God, that is so me, bro.
Do you know I'm not gonna lie? I think I've done that a couple times as well.
Bro, shut up. You do it regularly, bastard.
I've done that a couple times as well. I'm like, nah, man. This relationship ain't making sense, man. You're fucking up. I'm done.
The reason why I do it.
If the boys from Kingston ever watch this, remember the day I was getting away from that girl and I jumped out the window from upstairs?
Yes.
Only to walk back into the house from the front door.
That is a bro. Like, you see that you just talk.
That was me jumping out the relationship
and coming back quickly.
And coming back inside.
No, I do it. I don't know if I do it for ego, or I think when we have an argument, right? When I always use that quitting thing. Let me be honest now. Out of fear.
What? Out of fear that what? That they're gonna leave you?
Before you say or think, I don't leave.
Slow down.
That's me. I don't know. Yeah. I keep it real. Like if there's an argument and I can't get my point across, or I feel like we're not getting anywhere, or sometimes I feel like, okay, this is a big situation, I always want to be the first one to say, let's take a break. Even though sometimes, or most times, JJ, I don't mean it. I'm always like, let's take a break. And sometimes I say it to test waters to see
if she's gonna go for it.
She go bite.
And then what if she bites it, Nko?
Then you don't bite before I don't beg back.
I know people who've broken up just because of that. One threatens to leave the relationship, but the other one has been looking to leave that relationship for the longest. And they just took it and ran with it. And then the other one tried to beg back and say, no, I didn't mean it. And they were like, no. If you say you want to go, you want to go, go.
No, the thing is, I've done it to a girl.
Yeah.
She actually said, really? And she left. You paid me.
But you were done with that relationship anyway, you know?
Relax, no. I beg back.
Oh, pussy. Oh, pussy. What sort of shit is that? What are you going to say to someone we're done and then you go and beg? To be fair, yeah, I probably begged back as well. Because sometimes you're just angry, innit? You're just like, nah, man, I don't want to hear what you got to say right now. It's not making sense. And then you leave that relationship and then later you be like, have you eaten?
That is what the begging is. Look, so the begging is this. You know, guys, how do you beg? You know, I don't go and write music like Neo. Said I'm so sick of. No, I'll just come with your favorite meal, that movie that you need to watch. I'll just say I'll just drop it with anger.
Do you know that's love bombing?
What's love bombing?
When you feel like something is about to go, it's about to end, and then you bombard them with things that you know they like, just to win them over again. When you start buying them flowers, bring their favorite meal, start giving them those lovely text messages in the morning when you know that you fucked up and it's going downhill. just to kind of win them back again, and then you go back to your normal nonsense.
Is that not a toxic trait?
It is. Love bombing is very toxic. Highly, highly toxic. And I don't even like using that word toxic, but highly toxic.
Have you ever been in that situation before?
No, I'm too stubborn to love bomb. Unfortunately, I'm too stubborn.
Number 3, they accuse you of emotions they intentionally provoke.
Do you know how crazy that one is? Let's say, for example, when I'm angry, I see red. And you constantly doing things that you know is going to anger me. Let's say you insult my mom. And we all know how that is for like Manda.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cuss out my mom intentionally. Or you say, you're a child, you're a boy, man. You boy like proper, just because you know that I'm gonna get angry. And then you now accuse me of being an angry person.
Yeah.
Even though you evoke that emotion. Do you get what I'm saying?
So you're trying to tell me that their action
provokes the emotion.
It has provoked the reaction.
Yeah.
And they're now blaming that your reaction.
They're now saying that's who you are. Yeah,
without them taking accountability of their action.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly. You know, these ones where girls constantly speak to man them on Insta in the DMs, and then you now find out. They now say you're insecure for finding out. People who do things like that are highly manipulative, and you need to be scared of them, man.
True.
Highly manipulative. Because you want everybody to. Some provoke you intentionally, hoping that you're going to hit them.
Oh, yeah.
So that they can now say that he's an aggressive individual, is a violent individual.
You know, that's one thing I don't like. First of all, nobody should hit anyone. I'm on that. But I've seen situations where the woman is the guy is trying to walk out of the situation.
Yeah.
Of the heated situation.
Yeah.
She's standing in his face. When you stand in somebody's personal face, you're asking for trouble. When the guy's now moving, shifting, you know the ones where they will go into the guy's passageway, block the door, say, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You want to beat me? What are you going to do? All you're going to do is beat. And the guy's standing there looking, saying, move. At some point, after he said move 15, 16 times, and you're still there, when he actually now loses it and give a reaction, then from there, from you going to beat me, it goes to, you hit me. But what led to the build up? They will never ever take that.
Do you know what? That just brought back some dark memories of certain relationships, bruv, where I think I've only been in one of those relationships where they proper get in your face and trying to provoke you to violence. There's one story I've always remembered that's always been like my main reason to just kind of walk away from those situations. There was this guy when I was younger, when I was growing up in Nigeria. There was this guy, he was an artist, and this guy, one day, he's a very gentleman, right? He's a very cool guy. He's got a son with this lady, and one day they got into an argument. And on that fateful day, that was the first time his wife had ever provoked him to violence. And he hit her, and she fell and banged her head on the edge of the wooden sofa. Eesh. And she became unalive from there. And that story is always in my head like, yo, brother, it doesn't matter what. The least I'll do is throw a USB at you or something. That's the most I'll do. Throw a USB at you or something.
Oh, kitchen roll.
Like, honestly speaking, like, provoke me all you want. Because I know the power that I'm capable of. Because if I knock you one apako,
with all your strength,
with all my strength,
and emotion.
Oh my goodness!
I think to end that is like both parties need to actually take accountability and responsibility of not provoking each other.
And that's just the honest truth, man.
Both parties.
Live with love, guys.
Yeah.
Live with love. Live with peace. When you're angry, don't provoke your man. Man them, when you're pissed off, let's normalize walking away. Just go out the house. Just walk out.
Number 4, showing apathy or indifference toward you. Or basically a lack of concern for your emotions.
It's like this woman.
She catch you, Abby.
She knows what's going on.
She catch you. No, but do you know what? I'm actually like that. I normally say I don't give a shit. Even if I did give it, like if I care, I'd normally say I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a damn.
What she said, I'm a red flag for that, which is also ignorance. I was with someone who was clinically depressed.
Okay.
Yes. But because I've never experienced depression on my side, or I've never been with anyone who's been depressed, who has ever been depressed, basically. And every time we're getting in an argument or a fight, it would be easy for me to recover.
Yeah.
But for her, it would be tough. Like, it would take her weeks. And like, she just downplay it. I was like, what's this depression thing? I beg, you're using it for like attention. I was just used to just say, leave this thing, Joe. What's depression? You're just lying. But it's actually real. And I was guilty for using that.
My first day of therapy was what?
You do therapy?
Yeah. You're a dickhead. My first day of therapy was,
You don't waste money.
Why?
You look.
No. It was good. Because my first session was where I identified the fact that we don't pay mental issues that much mind just because of our upbringing. Me and you have similar upbringing. We grew up in Nigeria where people don't even have time to check in on their mental health. You say you're depressed in Nigeria, they'll slap you, go and fetch water, you're all right. Go and carry that bucket and go and fetch water. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So people don't really pay that much attention to mental health in where we grew up. So I'll speak for myself. To an extent, I still kind of don't believe in depression. Even as much as I'm more educated now, I'm still kind of like, yeah, but there are things you can do. You know what I mean? But,
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, but some people just really, really go into depression and you're like,
that's a lot.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? True. And you look at it weirdly just because of your lack of understanding of it. But now I've kind of learned to just sort of be like, okay, yeah, that's the way you operate. All right, cool. I get it.
But yeah, that one I have issue. Like, that's me, the red flag.
Maybe you need therapy so that you can understand people's emotions a little bit better. The way I do now, pro.
And number 5, when you repeatedly find yourself explaining the basic elements of human respect to a full-grown adult.
That's up to you.
No.
Lock the show.
No. You see that one?
That one.
You see that one?
That one.
You see that one?
That's it.
That one. That's the only red flag I need to see. If I have to tell you how to respect me, then ultimately, me and you could never be together.
If I have to tell you how to respect my culture, God punish your culture. Fact.
Is it personal?
No. Yes. Let's get it.
Yeah. It's true. Like, why do I have to explain common courtesy to a grown adult? You're an adult. And then when I start explaining, you start thinking I'm being condescending. But why wouldn't I be condescending when you're basically just being stupid? Like, no one needs to explain respect to anyone. You want respect, give it.
It goes both ways. That's the basics in life. The first thing they teach you wherever you go is the basic. This is what I tell any girl that wants to date me. If this is a red flag I find in some girls, the way you talk to me is not the way you talk to your boss. But no.
That's it. Yeah, because you know how to speak to your boss when you're at work because you know you might get disciplined.
Yes.
You might get fired.
And you get paid. But
you're not
coming to me and come and disrespect me. But you will not do that to your boss at work. Remember, guys, I'm telling you, if your girl cannot disrespect the boss the way she's disrespecting you, that's soaking tampon. Fresh one on the red flag.
Why do they call them tampon?
Sorry. Tampon.
Yeah. Because it's true though, it's true. If I have to explain to you how you to be, no. I shouldn't have to explain such a simple thing to a grown adult. I think adults should be adults.
Yes.
You are of a certain age, you should know how to speak to people with respect, especially if you want to be respected.
It goes both
ways.
So
what, if I start disrespecting you now, what are you going to say when you want to be disrespecting me? Plus, I'm too big on respect. I'm a Nigerian man, way too big on respect to be taking nonsense from nobody.
Nigerian, wherever the world is, you are. Respect is the basic, is the first thing you come across. Respect for me is like oxygen. If you don't get respect, you don't have life to me. You're dead to me. Fact. Respect is serious. Sorry, I'm emotional.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, it's very personal with this guy here today. Can we slow down on the juice?
The juice is finished. The juice is finished.
Anyway, thank you once again.
Give me 3 other red flags.
3 other red flags. Ooh, do you know what? I look at the way you speak to people who might be deemed to be beneath you. If me and you went to a restaurant, for example, on a date, and there are waiters there, the way you relate to the waiter, because you're relating to the waiter in a
condescending,
disrespectful manner, it just means one day when you feel like you don't really need nothing from me, you're gonna move to me anyhow. And plus, I don't want to be with someone who doesn't have basic human respect anyway. So ultimately, I was going to be like, yeah, sayonara.
Cool.
I'm not doing that.
I hear that one.
Another thing I look at when it comes to red flags is if you start bad-mouthing your friend, to me, I'll be side-eyeing you saying this one, you can't tell this one nothing. You can't do nothing around this one.
Say nada.
One day, when shit hits the fan, this one will badmouth you to everybody.
Let me just say something. You don't have to wait for one day. She's already badmouthing you. She's already badmouthing you already.
You know them girls, when you meet them for the first time, they start talking about their mom in a wild way. Your mother is who you are opening anyhow.
That gave birth.
They start telling you about their dad. That their dad is being a deadbeat dad. They start saying, yeah, I don't respect him.
Stress. That's true.
I don't even want to. I wouldn't even want to date a babe that doesn't have a relationship with her dad in the first place.
Me, number one, entitlement.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't like if I meet you and you feel like you're entitled.
Yeah,
that doesn't fly me. I will not even have a conversation with you. I will just delete your number.
You ever met a girl that wants you to buy her dress to the date?
I don't meet girl. The first time I don't meet girl where I won't make her buy a dress.
Book the cab.
Book the cab. The cab come, make her come open door.
Yeah.
Bring her come inside house. Make her come ask her where she go eat. This is the first time we don't see you. All of that. Like, I don't even see nipple. It's like, that form of entitlement.
No.
It's a red flag. That's one. Number two, laziness.
Ooh, I hate lazy people. I can't stand lazy people.
Laziness. You can't have my child. We can't bring up a family together. We can't live together. I'm not going to be cleaning after you. Yeah. Laziness is not even just physically, even mentally.
Yeah.
Laziness is a turn off for me.
Yeah, when you can't be bothered to explain yourself because you're just lazy.
You know, let me tell you one thing that irritates me.
Yeah.
I don't like really having arguments, or debates with females. But when a woman wants to say, okay, let's sit down and debate, and she starts that, okay, you know what? This is the reason.
Never mind.
I look at you like you're a disabled monkey.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
You get it?
Yeah, that pisses me off.
I don't like it.
You shouldn't have started in the first place. You shouldn't have started saying anything in the first place.
And then third is, I'll put them together, communication / articulation. If you cannot communicate or you cannot articulate, you don't have to argue. That's a waste of time.
Well, okay, I get what you're saying. Well, you can't put forth your thought process in a way that can be understood.
Yes. Yeah. You want to have the argument, but when I'm listening to you talk, you're not making sense. Yeah. But you want to have the argument, or not the argument, you want to have the debate, but you cannot communicate it. You are just shouting, hyperventilating, and I'm sitting here. I struggle. Then I'll call how it affects me is, for me now, to relate to you, I've now come to your level.
Yeah, you now
and
got
the two of us, and now mumu.
Yeah.
So before there was one smart, one mumu. Now it's now two mumu.
Yeah.
It takes me out of my zone. Yeah. Those Jay, I can't. Sorry.
Jay-Z said, "What? Never argue with fools, because people from
outside that will not know
who is who."
It's Hovey, baby.
And on that note,
yes. Make sure you
comment some red flags in the podcast. Put some Reddit. So what are the red flags? What? How'd you say
What are the red flags?
And what are your red flags?
What are your red flags?
Relationship red flags.